Okay, Cancer. It's in the middle of your reading and it started to rain. So we are undercover. Protected. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. This card flying out. Okay, Cancer. You might be going through it right now. The Temperance and the Page of Wands coming up. Okay. Angels, ancestors, Mother Gaia, Spirit guides. What do we have coming through for our Cancer collective? This is a general reading, just a reminder. So it might not resonate with everyone. Wow, these cards are really sticking today. Queen of Cups. Kura, come here. Come here. Silly kitty. Alright, so tuning in for the Cancer collective. You know what? I just had to shift everything because of the rain. Let's go ahead and just... It's funny because the rain literally just stopped. But we're gonna continue our reading undercover. Let's get started on this. Let's just get in here with these energies. Okay, angels, ancestors, guides, Mother Gaia. Okay. So in the present situation we have the Hangman. Yes, Guru. What happened? My cat wants to join this reading. What's up? Tell me what happened. He's very curious. Alright, so what else do we have for the advice? Let's see what we have for the advice. Okay, Page of Pentacles popping up for the advice. Okay, what to avoid? What to avoid for our Cancer collective? What to avoid? Alright, so we have Judgment. Wow, 3 cards for what to avoid. Judgment and the 10 of Pentacles. So I think there's a... Okay, so your advice and your what to avoid is very similar. I don't know if you can see that. Like, this is very like... Okay, so... Very interesting. So realizing your self-worth, realizing what it is that you're bringing into the world, the value, redefining your value is going to help you release this fear of growth and this fear of change. And you might be a little bit... Judgment. What is that? What is that energy? Controlling. A little bit as though you feel maybe that life hasn't been directly fair to you, that hasn't been, you know, that you've needed to make calls on behalf of your safety and your stability that might have cut you off from greater things. Okay, that might have gotten in the way of you actually receiving your full worth because you're too scared to lose out on the things that you already have. You're like, I already worked so hard for these. I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna be my most stable self if I take care of these and keep moving forward in these. But when in reality you have this 10 of Pentacles that are waiting kind of right behind your safety, right behind that that judgment. Very cool. So in this energy, I'm sorry that like I feel like this goes without saying, that you're having to let go of this conflict or this crisis or whatever in your mind that's telling you that you aren't safe, or that you have to fight for your position, that there's competition in serving the way that you're serving and speaking the way that you're speaking, that there's some kind of like competition, or there's some kind of like there's something that you've had to say or do. This is what the 5 swords mean to me, is that there's something that you've had to say or do that you're not exactly proud of, and that you know that it was out of survival that you needed to do those things. Okay, and then Spirit is saying to let go of that, to release that, to maybe see those things that you've done in a different perspective. Okay, and that's why I feel like readjusting and learning, this is your advice, is to redefine and to truly value what it is that you bring into the world, what it is that you're manifesting, that worth. What is that worth? What is that, the things that you're doing, you know, like how are you the Emperor, how are you I feel like you're lowballing yourself is what the universe is trying to say. Okay, very sad shuffle. I don't know what's up with these cards today. They're so like, they're a little bit stuck. Let's see. What else do we have for Cancer? Alright, let's see the outcome. Can we see a possible outcome? What's a possible outcome for Cancer? The possible outcome. Wow. Wow. These cards are stuck. The possible outcome. No, I'm not taking all those. Come on. Cancer, come on. What's a possible outcome, please? Nope, not taking all those. Possible outcome. Yeah, I feel like Cancer just has so much to say. Just like, what's the possible outcome for this situation? High Priestess sideways, the Fool. Okay, so we have the Fool almost in reverse. So the way that I'm gonna read this possible outcome is, you know, you want to use your intuition for something. You want to be able to use your intuition moving forward. That's what's going to guide you to your good. However, if you're not able to reset and to restart and to understand that, like I said, these things that you've had to do in order for you to reach a certain point in your life, that sometimes it's, you know, sometimes it's been regrettable, and so that you have doubts, or you have mistakes, or you have reasons not to fully trust yourself to move forward in a new way, you know. So the High Priestess is kind of like on the side of like, kind of like saying like, hey, are you actually listening to me, or are you just trying to go in to a situation with the same mentality that you always do? Because in that case, it's fear. Okay. All right. Very interesting. The way that this spread is coming out is very interesting. I feel like that's why I needed to show the cards, because I really want you guys to be able to see the imagery, you know, like this you know, the symbolism behind my interpretation, but actual, like, you know, studying the cards and understanding, because I really want you guys to learn this as well, because I think everyone needs to know how to discern and be aware of the signs and the symbols that are underlying, and kind of waiting for us all to digest them, you know, waiting for us. to see, because we all have the gift to see and to hear and to listen. Okay, be aware of the universe, be aware of the signs, be aware of the symbols. Let's all be conscious. Let's all move closer to spirit by being still and listening. Okay, and being aware, being open, receiving, as the most receptive that we can be. Okay. All right, so let me just get a clarifier for this, for the what to avoid with this judgment in the reverse. What clarification can we have? Yeah. Which is funny because we have prudence in the reverse. We have prudence. If you look at prudence, it's kind of like these plants are being cut off from the sun because their leaves are blocking them. So it's almost like there's a potential growth here, but it's being stunted. Okay. Excuse me. With the Queen of Swords is someone who is not embodying like a more emotional, or she's really moving from logic. Okay, from logic, from a mind standpoint, which I'm feeling like that's causing you to cut off things before they get to really grow. Okay, because of, like I said, a lack of intuition, like fear or preconceived notions about what has happened before. And then the universe in the reverse. So the universe is literally saying like there are things that are happening that, you know, you're fated to have this 10 of Pentacles. This is in your future. However, you have to let go of control. Okay, you have to understand that there's no decision or choice that you can make that is gonna stop you from having to overcome certain lessons. Okay, there are choices that you have to make in order to release yourself from the wheel. You know, like the suffering, the path of suffering, and understanding why it is that we suffer. Okay, angels, ancestors, guides, mother guide. What else do we have for Cancer? Let's see. Can I clarify? Let's see what I can clarify. Can I clarify the Queen of Pentacles as the advice? What card can I have for the Queen of Pentacles in the advice, please? The Queen of Pentacles for the advice. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles for the advice is clarify the Queen of Pentacles again. Wow. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and victory in the reverse. With abundance, the Three of Disappointment, Five of Cups, Knight of Wands. Okay, so it looks like in the advice you're getting like this like, oh, damn, there's a lot of push and pull in collaboration with other people, because you have this three here, you have the 6, and you have a 5, which 5 is that the 5 again there. It's as though, what holds you back from embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy is the fact that you want to be able to stay, you have this vision of power and strength in your mind, which is the Queen of Wands. Like, you want to win, which is very much like your present situation. You want to win at all costs, okay? Because victory is so important to you. But because of that, it causes a lot of push and pull, and there's a lot of energy in your desire, in your attachment to desire, your attachment to winning. So that's going to cause a lot of disappointment, okay, within you, if you don't come into that realization that that winning is not that important. And the Three of Cups is almost like that collaboration as well. If you're pushing so hard for collaboration, if you're pushing so hard for abundance or money, then you're kind of reinforcing the resistance of that, not having it, and that creates you in the scarcity, in the energy of disappointment. Okay, it's setting yourself up for disappointment when you have those kinds of expectations. So you have the Knight of Wands here as well, which is also very action oriented. So it's almost like, as the Queen of Wands, it's saying, like, you know, the Queen of Wands embodying the Knight of Wands. It's almost like the Queen of Pentacles is almost like she's downgrading herself to somebody who needs to do all the work, okay, and be in control of everything, and like saying, like, okay, well, this is how we're gonna you know, like a lot of fire energy. But it's like saying, Spirit saying, like, you need to ground yourself rather than have the energy of go, and like, I need to win, I need to collaborate, I need to make money, this image that you have in your head of these expectations of how you think a winner behaves. Because it's saying to let go of that and to kind of reset and let that go. Very interesting. Very good reading, Cancer. Alright, so whenever I get this card, I know it's time to like leave this deck. Okay. Alright, so I think that we should wrap it up there, Cancer, because moving forward, I think when you have the Fool in your future, it's saying that, yeah, pretty much you're releasing, and this is a phase of releasing, of letting go, which is, you know, kind of like this 4 to 8. It's kind of like you're cutting off, you know, this energy of being in tune with the universe, or being in tune with source, because you're trying to hold on to everything that you've had. Okay, so it's like, yes, you're at a point in your life where you want to be grateful for everything that you've done and everything that you've earned, but you also have to be aware that there's so much more coming for you. There's so much more coming in, and that all the things that you've imagined that's coming for you, it is, but you don't need to hold on tight to what you have. Okay, that's like the opposite. You know, you're not going to be able to receive that if you're too busy focused on what you have. Okay, I hope this helped, Cancer. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in with me. Peace.